Alright, I think I got everything settled, as per usual, as long as I didn't mess anything up. But anyways, welcome back to another live stream of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where last time... Well, for one, we're not dead. Good. 2, Monokuma is now settled with us not being dead. 3, we have to investigate all the rooms that have been locked before. And I completely forgot most of them, so that's fun. I think they're mapped onto the map, so that should make my life a whole lot easier, no? If not, I remember a couple of them, so they should, like, go back to the back of my head. Yeah, okay, they are marked on the map. So I think what I'm gonna do first, we're gonna start things off by going towards Hina, and then go to the data center, which sounds good to me. Alright, this is a good way to kick things off. How you doing?
Hey, Makoto!
Makoto, are you here to look around too? I mean, you were my first choice, so yes. Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah!
So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Cause it might explode, right? And that really sucked. So, you open it. I mean, what are friends here for, right? Totally not being used. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Just gonna ignore that fact and move on. Fine, I'll do it. Should be fine. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Thanks for worrying about my own well-being. Thank you very much. I feel so appreciated. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. God damn it. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh. This is a fancy room with numbers that I have no idea what the heck they mean. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was,
Huh?
whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Wow, there's not a lot to the room, but jeez, this is a creepy room to say the least. Can I sit on the freaking chair? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Ifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. No, that is a terrible idea. This is how we die, because we cannot make boneheaded decisions like this one. Hold on. You can't just... or whatever, or something like this. But it was too late. What button did she push? Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? That sounds like the Monokuma button. I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. It's the Monokuma button. Ah. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there's one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center? That's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Thanks. Contributing. I thought you were supposed to be doing things, you know? I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Monokuma, hopefully you don't have anything important to say? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I guess that's legit the Monokuma button that's just there. And there's a speaker that, I guess, translates everything whoever sits there is trying to convey? Is that Monokuma? Well, this is a nice productive chat. Anything else to say? Hey. Hi. At least you said something. Now I'm a little bit afraid, but thanks. Roar! Give me all your donuts! Okay. I definitely know who's under that voice now. Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted! How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? This is really weird. I'm talking like Monokuma, but I'm talking in the tone of Hina. My mind does not want to work. You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Don't click that for the love of what is all good and mighty. For my own sake, do not, I repeat, do not hit that. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man! Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it. The control panel inside. It has to be whoever is in the Monokuma door. That makes a lot of sense now. Did you have your fun? Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you're controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What? For real? Yep. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. That hypothesis is not correct. Okay. This is interesting. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know! But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? Huh. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma Control Room has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Alright, I'll see you soon. Looks like my purpose and job has been done. Meanwhile, something else has happened. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Oh, the door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. We have one chance to check out everything. Crap, so I'm gonna have to go to every single room as fast as I can. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. You bastard, this was not a part of the damn deal. Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and starts moving. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, we're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. You were just in there, and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? I am so stupid. Oh my god. No way. The hatch on the floor? God damn it. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Oh, so it didn't even matter if we even knew anyway. Great. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but...
So,
Is he telling the truth? Mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave... Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive. Make the most of the time we have left. You're right. There's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Well, we got one person up their spirits, which is always a good thing. Hina took off at a full sprint. I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Next room. Who's next up on the chopping block? And I want to try again. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Definitely locked. Figured I wouldn't be able to get into the data center. Well, there goes my job done. I feel so dumb though. Okay, the garden. Might as well check this sucker out. And then the dojo, and then the biolab. Okay, fine. And headmaster room. That was another room. Huh. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Can I check out everything? Like the tarp is in here still, maybe? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I highly doubt it. Didn't find anything even close to the dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. Tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. You heard the man. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Ah. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp has been added to the Truth Bullet section for handbook. Alright, that just makes things a little bit more juicy now, doesn't it? I don't think there's any other things I can check out in here. That's all I really need to check in here. Oh, I was right, at least. But where could her body have gone? I'd better start looking for it. I assume in the frickin' biolab. Because they think they're sneaky. But they're not. They're really not. Not from our investigative skills, which is not a word, I don't think. Ignore me. Oh, Coco. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
A nice chat? Looking through some evidence? It's not an exclusive room, you know? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have an idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Hina almost tried to blow me up. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. You know what? Fair game. Fair game. If you want him to be mad, to be honest, I even think that you like it when he's mad. Have fun. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. I won't want anyone except me. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was nice talking to you. We shall never meet again for who knows how long. But, Biolab, that sounds more interesting, right? Right? Yeah, totally. Hallelujah. Show me the money. The money indeed. Huh. Interesting. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. We're in a morgue, aren't we? Seriously, why is it so cold? We're in a morgue. But what? Those lights are off. Those lights are on. That looks like the tarp. It does look like the tarp that we saw earlier. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. That's all you gotta comment on? Nothing like it's similar? Lovely. Have a clear look at the table. Maybe there is something there. Ah, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Well, I guess these machine slots thingies. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side are empty. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. Seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Well, what else is there to look around other than the lights? Can I look at that again? There's some kind of weird machine or something built on the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Only some of the lights are on. One's on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Okay. That doesn't really tell me anything. That monitor is frozen as all hell. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. That's it. I think there's something I still have to look at. Is it this table then? Oh, there's some kind of book in here. Now I look at the table. I have to look at it in the right order. Great. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene. My scientific talk is not good. Ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab's secret has been added to the truth bullet section for your handbook. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Biolab lights has been added to the truth bullet section for your handbook. Ah. Is that... So I'm assuming every single slot has to be someone that either has been killed or has been My mind has been executed. There we go. And I realized I didn't tweet out the stream, so that's a very bad idea. Let me do that real quick. For my fun. Let me fix that. The can't spell. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea why it didn't tweet, because I swore I made a scheduled tweet, but guess things sort of don't get to plan, do they? Huh. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Well, we gotta do the best we absolutely can, and that means we have one room left that we haven't taken a look at, and I think that is the headmaster room, which is in the 4th or 3rd floor. I think. Data center. Yep, there it is. I just didn't fail to notice it. Totally. Hello! Huzzah! Ooh. This is a sophisticated room as any. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto. It's you. Oh, Byakuya. Did you find anything? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? I knew you would! What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78. Student registry. Contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentions Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that image. That page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems that Toko was in a hurry. Toko! Mind! Mind wants to say Toko, but the text clearly says Kyoko. Gotta love doing it live! Huh? What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing. The way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as soon as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there is more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Well, spill! What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. As you do. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling with all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. So Kyoko was right. But half right. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. But what is it? Did you not notice the picture in there? Picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Further information about that girl is included in the profile. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals: 31, 22, 32. I think that's I forget the numbers that those three numbers represent, but one of them is bust, waist, and width. I don't remember, but she's the same height as me, and I'm probably more than twice as heavy as her. Ouch, that hurts. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, she has a nice body? Not the time. I'm sure Byakuya could give a rat's ass about what he thinks about a person's body.
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, did that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section to her handbook. Oh, one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Well, before I take a good hint of your advice, I'm just gonna drink water in front of you and act like I care. So give me a second. So caring. Oh no, I didn't. I actually meant to click that. Device? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. But don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
Also, that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Well, I'm gonna be an idiotic idiot and probably have Kyoko as my ride or die since she saved me. I'm practically indebted to her. And she probably holds the missing key that I probably will need in the future. A hunch. My hunches tend to be proven right. Advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Is there anything else I can check out, or? No. Okay. I guess what I want to do is, I think there's maybe one more room that I'm missing. Because this looks like I'm just running around trying to find things. Dojo. Hallway garden. Anything else I'm missing? Any exclamation? Right, the second floor of the dorm. So, I have to go. I'm assuming. Let's go to the regular dorms. And then that will probably be a new way up. If I can find them. Library, nope. Dorms, yeah. Dormitory, fourth floor. Okay. So let's go here. Because that should now be unlocked, right? Hurrah! I am not as stupid as I think. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Well, you heard the man. With a little bit of worry, I see blood. I see destruction. I see possibly my life fading away before my very own eyes. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no. It's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb flew up here or something. This is a very nice walk. I don't want to be here. I guess I'll just walk forward until I see Kyoko, maybe? Or maybe the map can help me because I feel uncomfortable. Locker room and headmaster's private room. Okay. So let's go to the locker room, which is right around here. Which has a very funny drawing too, which doesn't seem very fitting. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. Class before ours must have used these lockers. There's a lot of things to check out, lordy. Check out these, I guess. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. This one. Looks like this locker is already broken. Okay, this one. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. This must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran across the card reader. It's probably not going to work, but we'll try. And then, yeah, as expected. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. Maybe... it looks like this area is a little bit useless for me right now, because I don't have anything to open it, and none of it looks even available to open it. So let's go where Kyoko is, because she will be a lot more of a help than I am for myself. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has some more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What was that regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alright, fine. If you say so, there's a lot of things for me to look at and possibly mess up, so why not do that? There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last. Looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. Which would make sense for the headmaster, because he wrote that in the profile that Mukuro had. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. The worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best we can do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Wow. I know that's your dad, but still. Ow. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. It's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That looks not intimidating at all. Secret room, which looks like... Huh. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake? Or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here. Not just any normal gap. You can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. How? You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? Tricks are for kids.
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, so I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. It's a program on that PC that I think controls it. To the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters or numbers. You can't really go from there. Right? That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
Look through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. Learned more about him than I had any desire to. Nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So, there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, that the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Whatever you want. Okay. You heard her. Let's do it. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. Try to connect the daughter and father sort of connection, even though that's never gonna happen. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. Oof, this is really putting them on the spot, isn't it?
hey,
You're worried about me, Makoto. Don't be. I already know what your guess is wrong. Okay. Now I know it's gonna be right. In that case, here goes nothing. Nah, I'm a little bit worried that the stream might have stopped playing. It might have, actually. Hopefully it didn't. Yeah, there was a slight error. Great. Thank you, OBS. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked. Got nothing to say at all, do ya?
why?
Because he still loves you. Not like he meant to hurt you. Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Well, I'm sorry, that's not what you wanted. I think you want your dad to hate you. Or not. Oh, I see the little picture in the back. Oh, that hurts. It hurts me more than anything. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Present? Not the photo? Really? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Fine, we'll take care of the damn present. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, you can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Ha ha ha. I get the damn joke. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Oh. It might be, something of your father's. By that, I don't think I want to specify. Are you saying something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. Took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Huzzah! I mean, she told you not to scream, but I don't blame you for why. Kyoko's advice was no use. Let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? Those bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. It's called irony. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? That's the father. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. Father. Huh? What about him? Makoto, you dense idiot. It's her. It's her father that's in there.
Correct.
You found in the box. Those bones. Body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Host Peak Academy since the killing game began, and I know I added an extra word, are those 16 students!
Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. You put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
And most likely my father was in the school. He was also dead. It's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. He said it was just as she thought. She knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. No, Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But is that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something that a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section for handbook. Can I look at the photo now? This picture. Oh, it's all faded. Must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Yep. That's you. In the flesh.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. You want to truly hate your dad, don't you? You really do, but you can't. I came here to cut myself free of the past. Yet. Now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. Got him out of my life for abandoning me. It's the whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Picture of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I think he knew to let you go because for some reason he understood that you wanted to be a detective, and the only way to do that was to force himself to be away from you in order for this to happen, which proves that he was trying to be a good father, even though what we think is that he's a bad one. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. Should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff. I don't think she cares right now.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
Just because he didn't have anything else. Could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now, if...
He couldn't handle a job like this. It would have been that much more of a failure. Sure, he couldn't stand the thought of that. It made him desperate. Maybe he has something here. Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue. So I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission. Which she said was already fine, so you are okay.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I looked at all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh. Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
Handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. I know what to use it with, because there's a locker in one of the rooms that won't open, so thank God he has this. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko...
I
don't need it. Don't want it. Go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section for your handbook.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? I mean, I owe it to you, really, so why not? Favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
need
a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he had hoped to see me again someday. That's not how you read quotes, Ant. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Thank you so much. I'm doing my very best that I can. Is that what you were going to say? Well, you hit the nail right on the coffin. Well, bye. If so, it's just a theory. This isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. Sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. I'm sorry, Kyoko. Is she really okay? No. Do you expect someone to be okay after thinking that your dad abandoned you and didn't love you even though he did? No. Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. One leading the Host Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Host Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, he's somewhere in the school right now. Well, he was right. Just not alive. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is...
Yeah, it's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but
Yes, 5 times in the same flashback because the game wants us to remember it.
this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Holt Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Taiga, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Kiyotaka, and Hifumi, frickin' Celeste and Sakura. Jesus, the 2 people messed up my naming. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Does there? Well, we'll find out in just like 2 minutes, because this is gonna answer our questions real good. Tell me what you have hiding in there. Giraffe locker room. Trying to be cute in the way you're trying to be presented, but no, I don't accept it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... That's your handbook, you idiot! No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Then do it! I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Bingo! Huzzah! We did things. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nothing there. An arm. Leg. My soul. Nope. Don't see anything that could be a clue. Really? Maybe this one? Can't imagine any way to get... That one's closed. There's just so many lockers to go through. This one. Did I open that one already? Looks like the locker opened. Let's see what we got inside. I just chose the wrong door. Because of course I did. This thing is practically empty. Except for a singular card. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like our girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Holt's Peak into a shelter, and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster. And my father. Kyoko, you have no memory of this. But... So that locker was Kyoko's. Huh. Okay. Hey Apple Bloom, how you doing? He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. I'm doing decent. I just came home, relaxed, all the above. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world, serve as the foundation for our new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. But that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. Wow. This can't be true. Can it? But I knew who it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she had already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the handbook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. And I looked at it. Unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. There is 2 in the pair. Got it. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Pocket handbook. Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth bullet section for handbook. Can I talk to Kyoko about... Maybe I should look around a little bit more. I have to probably look through every single locker now, don't I? Please no. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Anything. Nothing. This one. Beep, boop, boop. We got something. This is Hero's locker. Okay. This locker is totally disorganized. Sounds like Hero already. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Gotcha. Thank you. This is a crystal ball. Huh. Crystal ball. No. Can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. That freaking whole mess of books he has there? Jesus Christ, he's worse than me. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Am I shocked? No. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I mean, he's scared. I might be scared. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Huh. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. He must have got held back. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked in this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added to the truth bullet section for handbook. Looks like I don't need to look at that one anymore. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. A pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. Oh, great. Lovely. What did I miss? No one suspects the dumb one, no. Or the quiet one, which should be more common nowadays. Is it in the regulations? No. It's fine. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay, is there any lockers that I need to keep clicking, or am I good? Is it only Hiro and Kyoko at Blue Bloom? Oh no, there's another one. No, never mind. I say. I guess it's only them. Yeah, fair enough. Leave the area. God damn it. Ding dong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Thank you.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
It was, before you showed up.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said to go to the gym, right? Might as well go. It's not like we're gonna die or anything. Ugh. Oh. Hey, Hiro. Ugh, Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? That was just me transitioning from the Hiro voice to my regular voice. It seems so awkward. Hey! July Otaku. I'll call you, July. I guess that's shorter. How you doing? Hi. I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. What the heck did you find, you bastard? You already talked to him. What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go.
Hiro, wait!
There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro. Feels like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? What do you have in store for us? Also, this is the most people I have actually watching, so... Meanwhile, this whole thing is so damn loud. I am so sorry. Ta-da! I was saying, thank you for everyone that has showed up so far.
I am Monokuma!
And beware for your ears.
Hello! Welcome! Hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Ooh. Don't judge me, okay, buddy? I'm just gonna have a nice look at this thing. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Alright, you creepy bear. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better. But I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Okay, that confirms that we all been here before. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. I wonder why. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file, Mukuro equals Saba. And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. We're not supposed to be a big happy family. What the hell is this? We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Meanwhile, freaking Kiyotaka's arm is covering Juko's face. Rude. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. Either I'm not there in the school, or I'm the one that took the damn photo. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be? Everyone else. Just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out! But
How strange.
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Now scram, motherfudger!
Guess that means he's done talking. After he told me to scram, I didn't know what to do. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the Truth Bullet section for handbook. So, in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Huh. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Oh, I think he wanted to do more than that. He was about to go on a whole tangent. To be fair, if you were shown a picture like this and probably didn't question that you weren't the one probably taking the picture, you'd be like, wait a minute, they all know each other, why don't I know them? Or why am I not even here? Which would mean everyone but me. Huh. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. So how are we gonna do that? We barely even know anyone. We barely even know what to do. Oh, lovely. See where I can go on the map. It's still the archive. Is there anyone else I need to go to? The garden. The biolab. Is the dojo still there? No, the dojo's locked. Anywhere else I need to go to? Okay, those are the only rooms left. I'm gonna call this a quick 1 minute break because I need to use the bathroom as well as get a drink. So enjoy the music as I stare at the boys' room. Why not? Yeah, I was trying to think of a funny line, but I can't. But give me 1 second. Ow. Kicked my... Freaking kicked the door. That hurt. It hurt more than my feelings, you know? My feelings are very fragile, too. Meanwhile, my phone has died. Everything's going wrong. But you know what? Today's gonna be a lovely day. Because everything is supposed to be a lovely day. Damn it. Yes. I'm gonna drink some agua and we'll get going. There we go, we also got chat back up, thank god. Do you think that's dude run? Everybody fade and check my head for... I mean, that also sounds like a me thing I would do. Alright, let's head out and check out the archives, because we can. Alright, Byakuya. Don't disappoint me. Please don't disappoint me. Like you usually do. I already forgot where the freaking archive is. I'm an idiot, it's in the library. Never mind. Never mind, don't question whatever I'm doing. Peekaboo, motherfucker. What you doing in this freaking archive room? What you gonna do with all that junk, and all this junk? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course, he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Because he saw the damn photo too and didn't see anyone there. As per usual. Damn, man doesn't want to talk to me. But yet we have these love-hate relationships, don't we? Let me see if there's anything in at least the archive that will help me. At least in this case again. Because there's still an exclamation point, and I feel like that's important. There are a bunch of investigation reports related to different cold cases. I don't have time to think about this right now. Okay, so it's not important. Because whenever it is, it just gets skimmed. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Time to go to the garden. Please talk to me. You have to have a nice conversation, you know? Talk. Hey, hero. Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I guess I'll go to the last question mark, which is a biolab. Toko, what are you doing in the biolab? I decided to visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. So I'm assuming we're gonna have another fun genocide Jill moment, aren't we? Huh? Toko? She opened that thing. Nice. Thanks, I guess. It's open. Oh, but Toko. Well, we gotta make sure she's okay, I guess. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Well, she's not dead. The answer is that. Ah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
But I was asleep. Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain
Oh,
age?
then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? It's Genocide Jill, the potential mastermind. You know what? It would not be surprising looking at how crazy she is. I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Memory stops and starts each time you switch. Zinga bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory.
No. It's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the Truth Bullet section to your handbook.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat.
Library. Library. Where else would he be? He's a bookworm of knowledge. Go there now. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere. Doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Have a good time. Yeah, manimal. Coco shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. I don't know. This room doesn't look like it's been changed much. Except for this, minor change. Doesn't look like someone's been dead here before. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. Must be why she passed out.
Right.
I'm so good at predicting who comes into rooms. He faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here, when Genocide Jack came in running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. I don't look at names for some reason, because my brain is just like, it's the same person talking every single time. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
We should close it up. I don't want to leave it hanging open or anything like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. At least check out the body first, just in case. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Thank you. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in there. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check out the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
Yeah, do your thing. No worries, Apple Bloom. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just get over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Can I at least check out the tarp? I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere. Steam is always the good answer. If you're looking at it for iOS, it's always on the iOS store. But I think the game is also on the Epic Store, but Steam's always a good reliable place to get it. I think it was also on sale like a good bit ago. I don't remember. Ah, it's the same one as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp. It had a stamp on it that said Biolab. That's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated in the Truth Bullet section for Handbook. No problem. Are you done? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us. About our judgment. That's exactly what he just did. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Can I look at the body myself? The fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. You wuss. I've already looked through this instruction manual, and more importantly, anything else I can look at? Like this? On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't.
it would seem.
You've seen the blue light comes on when the light is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Bio lab lights has been updated in the Truth Bullet section for your handbook.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. We'll go on ahead. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
Pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? Burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. But that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is these other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma's file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
See, be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to protect the murder, the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section for Handbook.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Might as well. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her weight and height. Or height and weight.
so
5 foot inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that right? Oh, right on the nail! You remembered all that? You are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikosaba. Mukuro Ikosaba's profile has been added in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
And
Is that all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
And it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Huh? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, your handbook! I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now. Do it! Do it, you bastard! Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead. Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
indeed.
I do, yes. To get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook,
I see.
one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. For all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in the locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there is something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What?
Yeah, you did something.
If that's true,
Does that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
But I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary, because you're going to try to open it yourself. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto,
If you watch this, it all makes sense. DVD. It says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
so
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
Don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, but just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue in this DVD? Interview a DVD has been added to the Truth Bullet section for your handbook.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? I mean, go on ahead. I had to for my own information, so as long as it helps. Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I never find the answers to the questions I want to ask the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
There's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
I
Swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. And that reflects in your pocketbook, so that makes sense. Yoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange. To be confronted with his death, I'd suddenly feel this way. Couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it. I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. Her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
That's it for my rambling. Still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
So keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto,
Even if the truth you cover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
so then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Let's test that theory, shall we? Because I have a good feeling that that might be challenged. What is this? Dining. You know what? I'm gonna talk to Hina first before I go to the AV room. As I make a full-on circle to the dining hall. I am special. How you doing? Lovely day for it. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto! So sorry, you gotta go.
What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Baby, give me another chance. Okay, I'm done. Alright, now we can go to the AV room. Ta-da! If I remember which... Never mind. That's the nurse's office. AV room is not there. It should be right over here then? Huzzah. Also tough. Let's find out what this DVD holds. It's gonna freaking ruin my life, but let's see what it holds. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me, it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Saika? Is this like... Right, this is interviews. But why? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Saika in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen, which must have been the headmaster. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
She's staring hard onto the camera.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Saika's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight.
Happy pressing the damn button.
There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
It's been so long since I did a Saika voice, I forgot how it sounds.
You want me to accept that?
Saika was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of her life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. Huh. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. This, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Saika wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? It's me! Yes, it's you. What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
But I thought that I got to the school because of, like, invitation. What kind of talent do I have?
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Wow, so it wasn't by chance. I really accepted the invitation. Okay. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Was the world already screwed?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Well, that gone out well, did it?
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, well, that gone out well, did it? Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again, and again with the others. Byakuya, Coco, Nina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Power got out? No! Where can I watch my fun time? That actually sounds a lot worse. Ignore I said that. Oh my. Reset, reboot, Ant. Reset, reboot.
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service!
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
He really just showed up and meant like, I turned off the power. Not really. The power got turned off for some oddly reason. Yeah. Thanks. Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched this whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. I'd ask them the question, and they'd always say yes. And they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. Disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. That time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to the school. I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interread DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section for your handbook. Bing bong, bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
And this is the end.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start.
Does it now? All I feel is torture and death. Doesn't feel anything like fresh. Maybe fresh meat, but I digress.
There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
All that just to say that. You freaking monologuistic bastard. I'm making up words as I speak because that's how much I don't like you.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Yeah, I'll see you there. And wine drinking bear. Who drinks wine? It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. Final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. The end. Finally, like, no spooky music for facing the forbidden red door that is that. My obstacles of life that torture me every single day. But I think that's a very good time to end the stream because we have gone 2 hours and maybe 10 minutes. But thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jibba jabba, my kings, my queens, and my royals. And I will see you soon. Once again, thank you to all that has showed up on the live stream. Anyone that has chatted in the chat. Awesome to see all those messages. Oh lord, I can't wait. Because tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day we shine. Tomorrow is where we settle things for once and for all. Because we are the bastards that are gonna end it. Ta-ta for now.
You're fine, so fine. But the question is, what will it take to make you mine? Where have you been for all this time? I question myself, how come this beautiful thing ain't mine?